Hello and welcome to Frogty Frog Crochet. Let's look at how we crochet the puff post stitch and make these stunning columns of beautiful standout puffs. In this stitch guide, I'm using a stitch multiple of 4 plus 3 plus 1 for your turning chain, but you can adjust this depending on how you want your final puff post look to be. So I've just put a stitch marker in the first chain for my hook because I want the turning chain to count as the first stitch of the row. And then in the third chain from my hook, I'm going to make a single crochet. And then I'm going to make a single crochet in every stitch across. So we're going to have a couple of rows of setting up the stitch before we make our puff posts. So we need to make a row of single crochet, and then we'll make a row of double crochet, and then we'll be making our puff posts in row 3. So just finish making the single crochet stitches. So that's row 1, all single crochet. So now we're going to turn, chain 1, and make a double crochet turning chain in the first stitch. So I use a stacked turning chain, but you can also just use a chain 3 as long as it's equal to a double crochet, and that counts as the first stitch of row 2. And then just make a double crochet in every stitch across. And then after this row, we can start making our puff posts. But you do need these 2 rows in place first. So I'd love to know, let me know in the comments, have you used the puff post stitch before, or have you seen it used in a pattern? What's making you check out this stitch today? I'd love to know that story. But let us know in the comments, I'd love to hear it. And then final stitch just into that turning chain of the first row. And it's row 2, all double crochet. Okay, row 3. Onto the puff post row. So we turn and chain 1. Make a single crochet in the first stitch of the row. So the puff post, you can have as many stitches in between each set of puffs as you choose. So I'm just going to be doing 3 in this one. So I'm going to make a single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches as well. So including that first stitch, I've got 3 stitches there. And then I'm going to make a puff post. So I'm going to be working around the post of the single crochet 2 rows below. Okay, so in row 1. So 1, 2, 3. Those are underneath the stitch we've just made, and I need to work around the post of the 4th single crochet, so this one here. So yarn over, insert your stitch around that single crochet, 2 rows below, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So you want to pull up that loop nice and high. Yarn over, go back around the same post. Yarn over, pull up that loop just as high. And yarn over, go back around that same single crochet for the 3rd time and pull up a loop. So you're going to have 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 6 loops, leaving 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And that is a puff post. Okay, so if we look at the back, so 1, 2, 3 single crochet. That stitch there is the stitch that the front post is made in front of. So in the next stitch, that's where we'll make our next stitch a single crochet. And I'm going to make a single crochet in the next 2 stitches as well. And then I'm going to make another puff post. So this first set of puff posts in row 3, it's easier if you count the single crochet across the bottom to make sure you're in the right space. Okay, so there's the single crochet that we worked around last time. 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th one. This is the one we want to work around. So yarn over, insert your hook around that single crochet in row 1, pull up a loop, yarn over, back around that same single crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over again, back around the same single crochet, pull up a loop. 7 loops on your hook. Now yarn over, pull through 6 loops only, leave 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through those last 2 loops. And there are your puff posts. So looking at the back, single crochet there, that's the stitch that we just made off a puff post in front of. So single crochet in the next loop, and then I'm just going to make a single crochet in each of the last 2 stitches. Okay, so that's row 3, and that's what your puff post will look like. So now we're going to turn, just get rid of that, chain 1, and make your double crochet turning chain in the first stitch of the row. And pop the stitch marker back in. So I would prefer my double crochets to count as the first stitch of the row. And then make a double crochet in each stitch across. So between each row of puff posts, you're always going to have a row of double crochet. The rows with the puff post will always be single crochet rows. Okay, so these double crochets are row 4. So row 5, we're going to make more puff posts, and that's where we're going to be getting into the repeat of the pattern, or the repeat of this stitch. So after this, it's a nice simple stitch for as many rows as you need. Okay, so there's row 5, all double crochet. And now we're going to make another row of puff posts. Okay, so row 5, we turn, chain 1, make a single crochet in the first stitch of the row. And then I'm going to make a single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Okay, time for a puff post. Now instead of working around the post of a stitch, we're going to be working around the puff post itself. So yarn over, go around your puff post. So lift it up, there's a gap under there, your hook goes through, then yarn over, pull up a nice long loop. Yarn over, back under the same post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, back through that gap again, around that puff in the row below, 2 rows below even, yarn over, pull through, leaves 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through. And you'll start to see this kind of crossing effect of the puff. And I think that should look so pretty. Okay, so knock on the back, if we see where a single crochet was, that stitch is where a puff post is sitting in front of. So our next stitch goes into this next one here. And just make a single crochet, and then single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches as well. And so now we can make another puff post exactly the same way as we did before. Just grab some more yarn. Okay, yarn over. Pull the puff 2 rows below forward. You see that gap? That's where your hook's going. So yarn over, hook behind that puff, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, back behind that puff, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over for a third time, back through that puff and pull up a loop. 7 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 6 loops, leaving 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, and then you're going to make a single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And that is row 5. So to continue the puff post stitch, you're going to be repeating rows 4 and 5. So row 4 is the double crochet row. Row 5 is your puff post row, where you're going to work those puffs around the puff around the puff of the 2 rows below. You can change this however you like to have as many stitches in between those puffs as you need. And there you have your stitch guide on how to crochet the puff post stitch. So please let me know in the comments how you found this stitch and what you used it for. I would love to know. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more stitch guides, crochet patterns, and tips and techniques as well. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time for the next video. Bye for now.